Hey there, YouTube. Wrestling Optimus here, hanging out with the inflatable dragon in the garage pool, where the only rule is beach vibes only. That's right, per usual, we are hanging out here in my garage pool, and we are watching AEW Dark on the projector. So, it looks like AEW has screwed us over once again with an hour and a half long episode, so we're going to kind of jump right into this. But, per usual, a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, because I don't drink, we always sip on something else, and tonight it's once again Stewart's Root Beer. So, it's one of my favorites. And instead of going out and buying a figure, I bought a used figure. One part of the inner circle, it's Jake Hager. This is a, let's see if it has a year here. 2011 Mattel. And it looks like it's a basic. So, yeah, 2011 Mattel, We the People, Jack Swagger, now Jake Hager. So, because it's used, the paint is a little bit chipped and beat up, but look at that face. It actually still kind of looks like the guy. Yeah, so pretty good. I like this kind of black outfit. It's similar to what he wears right now. He's got them MMA gloves, so just did the standing test, and he stands up pretty well. So, overall, pretty good figure for next to nothing online. Anyway, if you're new here, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But without any further ado, let's get right into the action. Looks like on commentary tonight we got Excalibur, Taz, and Veda Scott again. And it looks like our first match is Fuego del Sol and Rembrandt. And they're going to be taking on the Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. Of course, the rest of Dark Order comes out, and if you are not watching Being the Elite, fix that immediately. Watch this most recent episode. Sue, Trent's mom, is absolutely hysterical, and if you watch the last bunch of episodes, you can see the Dark Order being just so funny. John Silver is one of the funniest guys on this roster, and you don't even know about him. Fuego del Sol has a orange luchador mask and orange pants, which basically makes him look exactly like my old Rey Mysterio action figure. Rembrandt, on the other hand, looks like he belongs in LMFAO. Thought it was going to be a relatively quick squash, but Fuego del Sol with the breakup on the pin. And now he tags himself in, and immediately gets taken out. Ooh. And the Nightfall. Ooh, the Flatliner, 1, 2, 3, your winners, of course, Dark Order. Next up, we got the wily veteran and fallen angel, Christopher Daniels of SCU, and he's going to be taking on member of Team Taz, Ricky Starks. And apparently later tonight, Ricky Starks is going to be joining commentary as well. Christopher Daniels blows a kiss to Ricky, so then later Ricky rubs Daniels' head. Okay, Ricky showing he can do a little chain wrestling too. That was a nice little exchange of pins there. I like that. Oh, Ricky Stark hits a spear. 1, 2, 3. He's your winner in this match. Oh, and I guess he's not even going to take a break before joining commentary. I just realized I'm looking like I'm part of Team Taz tonight. Alright, here's an interesting team. Kelvin Stewart, who's a generic skinny guy. Kind of looks like Jack Gallagher, honestly. And Puff, the big fat guy that came out in the Best Man skit to introduce Miro. He is a big boy. And it looks like they're going to be taking on the Butcher and the Blade. Oh, geez. And they go right at him. Not wasting any time. I think they did that last week, too, because I recall commenting that the Butcher didn't take his jacket off yet. Well, this week the Blade didn't take his jacket off. Okay, interesting move there by Puff. He did a hip wiggle and then a big butt toss. It's almost like he twerked into him, I guess, and sent the Blade flying. Not too many guys on the AEW roster make the Butcher look small. And of course, they slam Calvin here to get the win, because I don't think you're picking up Puff. Eddie Kingston comes out to congratulate his boys on the win. Alright, this is going to be a good one next. Serpentico is being accompanied by his tag team partner Luther. They're definitely an interesting tag team. And he's taken on Big Will Hobbs, who I've actually had an eye on ever since he started here on Dark. And, yeah, I'm glad he's getting some play on Dynamite these days. He's going to be in the big 6-man main event with Jon Moxley tomorrow night. I still think that this commentary team, their banter is some of the best in all pro wrestling. Ooh, boot to the face, and we go to the outside for the second time. Oh, and here's Luther. Taking him out behind the ref's back. Oh, into a pole. Oh, Will Hobbs with the pounce. Very similar to Keith Lee. And he catches Serpentico on the crossbody. Picks him up. What are we going to see here? Oh. Nope. Oh, big spine buster. And it gets the win. Not usually a finishing maneuver. As Taz just said, that spinebuster is dangerous. Alright, for the second week in a row, we are seeing Dante Smiley and Max Stardom. Love that name. And they're going to be taking on the Lucha Brothers, Penta El Zero M, and Rey Fénix. They are also accompanied by Eddie Kingston. I've always appreciated Rey Fénix's unique reversals, we'll call them. Oh, here's another one. It's got some sort of armbar wrapped in the ropes. Fénix looks like my old Create-A character from my N64 wrestling games, because he's got flame pants on, and my guy always had these pants with a big old flame up the side. Oh, Lucha Bros with the double drop kick to Max Stardom's nuts. So Max finally fought back and got the tag. Smiley's cleaning house. Right, they double team Penta, and then Smiley does a tope onto Fénix, but it's broken up. Oh, double drop kick by Fénix. And they're gonna set it up. Ooh. Double team, double underhook driver for the win. Lucha Bros. Alright, for our next match, it looks like we got Ryzen and Xander Gold. Ryzen looks like he belongs in a nu metal band from the early 2000s. And they're going to be taking on 5 and 10 of the Dark Order. Not gonna lie, I really like this team out of Dark Order. You got the smaller, quick guy, and then you got the big, hot tag guy. See, and that's what I'm talking about. 10 knocked him up in the air, and 5 knocked him down. Xander Gold with the giant backflip out of the corner. The back bend on that Northern Light suplex. That looked like something one of the females would do. And 10 with our second big spine buster of the night. Ooh, and there's a big boot to Ryzen. Up goes 5, thanks to 10. into a DDT on Ryzen. And now they double team Gold. Ooh. Angels to the top rope and the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Dark Order wins another one tonight. Another team we got introduced to last week. We got Kevin Blackwood and Daniel Garcia. And they're going to be taking on Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. Starting off with Joey Janela here, and he takes it right to the mat. A lot of people don't realize he's a really good technical wrestler. When he wants to be. Oh my, this Daniel Garcia guy has Sonny Kiss all kinds of tied up. Not often you see Joey Janela with the hot tag. And now he goes up top. Oh, takes them both out on the outside. That was good. Look at his hair blowing in the breeze, by the way. Oh. Sonny Kiss with the big split off the top rope. And 1, 2, 3. He gets the win for himself and Joey Janela. And there's the little dance afterwards. We got even more tag team action here. Mbadu and Cruz, who, it says that they're making their debut, but I swear we've seen Mbadu before. And they're going to be taking on Billy and Austin Gunn, the Gun Club. Of course, they have to go over and harass Taz a little bit. Austin stole Ricky's pose. Apparently Billy's decided to do a cha-cha with Aubrey, the ref. Okay, they just cleared it up on commentary. We have seen Mbadu, but it was in singles action. This is his tag team debut with Cruz. Here comes Billy with the hot tag. Throws Mbadu out. And a big splash on Cruz. Oh, Billy hits the famouser. And your winners are the Gun Club. Right, we got women's action up next. And it looks like Kylan King, the awesome redhead, is going to be taking on Serena Deeb. Now, when she made her Dynamite debut, I said I wasn't familiar with her. And that's because I didn't recognize her with hair. She's the girl that shaved her head as part of the Straight Edge Society with CM Punk. She's been an indie wrestler and a trainer at the Performance Center. And I believe she got fired back at the start of the pandemic as part of that big wave. And now she's landed in AEW. Brings a ton of experience. And yeah, glad to see her here. Oh, Serena sinks in a deep single leg crab and gets the submission. I don't know if I've seen a single leg crab win a match in forever. If ever. But congratulations, there's your winner, Serena Deeb. Oh, I see on the replay there, she also had Kylan's arm hooked behind her pretty painfully. That's why. Very good submission. So up next, Ben Carter, who I think was on last week and looked really, really good. But he does still have an 0-2 record right now. He's going to be taking on Lee Johnson, who hopefully has gotten away from MJF's campaign by now. Didn't realize that. On his way out, they showed that Lee Johnson's record is actually 0-12. Maybe he should be teaming up with either Brandon Cutler or Peter Avalon. Okay. Carter with a whole bunch of flips. Lee counters, and then they both kip up. Impressive. Ooh, they even shake hands after that exchange. Oh, Carter's got Johnson in the STF. But unlike John Cena, he actually has it locked in around the chin really well. Oh! Alright, so Carter... Ooh! And kip up. Oh, man. What an exchange. It all started when Carter went to suplex Johnson off the top rope and his foot slipped, but he rolled through. Then they countered, kicked each other, and then clotheslined each other. Wow, that was good. Come on, Lee. Nobody wins with the Blue Thunder Bomb. Oh, man. Alright, Lee Johnson hits a plancha to the outside, throws Carter back in, and then Carter does a plancha onto Johnson. So many near falls in this match. Ben Carter with the super Spanish fly and a kick to the face. There's the frog splash. 1, 2, 3. He finally puts Lee away. What an indie-rific spot fest. I loved it. That was incredible. Possibly my favorite dark match of all time. That was great. And in our main event tonight, it looks like Brian Pillman Jr. is going to be taking on the leader, I guess, of what I like to call Death Pentagon, Eddie Kingston. And I think that means we've seen every member of them tonight. I'm interested to see if Eddie Kingston can turn this into a brawl, or if Brian Pillman can turn this into a more technical match. I was about to say that Pillman Jr.'s controlling the match at the beginning here, until Eddie Kingston threw him into a guardrail. Ooh. Eddie Kingston's got one of the nastiest Samoan drops I've ever seen. Pillman keeps making a ton of mistakes in this match, but somehow he keeps fighting back. Still in it. Oh, that was like a modified, I don't even know, like Michinoku driver, I guess, by Pillman. I'm just surprised he was able to get Kingston up like that. Eddie Kingston with a spinning back fist, very similar to the Judas effect. But he doesn't even complete the 3 count on the cover. After 2, he sits up and just lets the ref finish it up with Pillman. That's some cockiness. Alright, and that's gonna do it for my AEW Dark Reactions from the Garage Pool. Might want to say goodbye to the Dragon, because I am going to be taking down the pool. It's getting a little too cold here in the Philadelphia region to keep hanging out in the garage. I do plan on continuing to do reactions, I think, for AEW Dark, but I'm just going to be doing them in my normal set. As always, if you like the content I am throwing up, please make sure to do all of that normal YouTube stuff. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, spread the word about Wrestling Optimus. You can check me out on Twitter at PSUOptimus, or all my best figure photography is over on Instagram at Wrestling Optimus. Be sure to check back on Thursday for my action figure review of Dynamite. And if you haven't seen it already, make sure to check out my Raw review, where I kind of dismantled this awful Retribution angle. You can check that out right about here, I think. Otherwise, I've been Wrestling Optimus, and I'll catch you later.